Hello everyone, today we're gonna learn about the femur. So the femur is the strongest, it is the strongest and longest bone in the body, and which is 45 centimeter in length, and it's also called as thigh bone. Alright, so we divide the femur into three parts, and that's the proximal part, that's the proximal, then we have middle, and then the distal part. So the proximal part of the femur consists of head, neck, greater trochanter, lesser trochanter, and the intertrochanteric line, and then posteriorly it has intertrochanteric crest. So head of femur, this is the head. So head of femur is directed, it is directed medially and forward. So it is directed forward and medially. The head of the femur, it articulates with the acetabulum of the femur, and both they give rise to the hip joint. And then we have the neck. The neck of femur, it connects, or it joins the shaft at an angle of 125 degree, and the neck of the femur has got the two surfaces. This surface is the anterior surface, and it has got one more surface, that's the posterior surface. And it has got the two borders, there's the superior border and the inferior border. Right, so it has got the two surfaces, anterior surface and the posterior surface, then the two borders, that's the superior border and the inferior border. Then at the superior border of the neck of the femur, in fact at the superior lateral aspect of neck of femur, there is a big bony prominence. You can see it here, there's a big bony prominence, and that's called as greater trochanter. And then at the lower border of the neck of femur, there is a small conical bony prominence, and that's called as lesser trochanter. So lesser trochanter is attached to the it's attached near the inferior border of the neck of femur. So between these two, between the greater trochanter and the lesser trochanter, there is a bony ridge which starts from the greater trochanter, then it comes down inferiorly, then it goes down, and at the lower end of the lesser trochanter, in fact at the base of the lesser trochanter, it curves there and it goes medially. So from the greater trochanter up to the base of the lesser trochanter, this ridge is called as, and that's called the intertrochanteric line. Alright, So we have the head, then the neck, and then the greater trochanter, and then we have got the lesser trochanter, and then intertrochanteric line. Alright, so here you can see that we have the greater trochanter, lesser trochanter, and there is a line, that the line which joins the greater trochanter and the lesser trochanter, and in fact this line goes down and inferiorly, then it curves there and goes under the lesser trochanter and a little bit medially. So up to the, as I said before, they up to the greater trochanter and up to the base of the lesser trochanter, and that's called intertrochanteric line. And from the base, when it curves and goes little bit medially, and there is called as spiral line. Here you will be able to see that here that this intertrochanteric line, this goes medially, this curves there, and there is called as spiral line. And at the middle of the head, in fact, near the middle of the hair, there is a small depression of the head, and that's called as fovea. So that's the fovea. And then we have the posterior view. So this is the posterior view of the proximal part of the femur. So here we have, here you can see this is the greater trochanter, then we have lesser trochanter, and posteriorly these two trochanters, there's the greater trochanter and the lesser trochanter. They are in fact they are joined together by a bony ridge, and that's called as intertrochanteric crest. Alright, so this is the intertrochanteric crest. So posteriorly, the greater trochanter and the lesser trochanter, they are joined together by a bony ridge. This is the bony ridge, and here is called as intertrochanteric crest. So at the middle of the intertrochanteric crest, here you can see at the middle of the intertrochanteric crest, and this intertrochanteric crest bears a round bony elevation, and that's called as caudate. That's called as caudate. Tubercle. So here you'll be able to see that between is a greater trochanter and lesser trochanter. In between them we have the intertrochanteric crest. So at the middle of the intertrochanteric crest there is a bony elevation, and that's called as caudate tubercle. Alright, so that's the caudate tubercle. At the posterior middle surface of the greater trochanter, there is small depression. Here you can see there is small depression, and which is bounded posteriorly by intertrochanteric crest, and this small depression is called as trochanteric fossa, and there is trochanteric, and that's trochanteric fossa. So this was about the proximal part of the femur. So the shape of femur is triangular. It is triangular, and which is narrow in the middle. It's narrow in the middle and wider at the two extreme ends. There's the proximal end and the lower end. So this is the anterior surface. Here is the medial surface and the lateral surface, and then we have the three borders. There's the medial border, lateral border, and the posterior border. The medial and the lateral border, they are round, but the posterior border is a vertical ridge, and that's called as linea aspera. So the linea aspera is it consists of the two bony lips. The one is the medial lip, and we have another one, and that's the lateral lip. Alright, so this is the lateral lip, and here is the medial lip, and the space between them, in fact the small region between them, that's called as intermediate zone. So the linea aspera consists of the two bony lips. The one is the medial and the lateral, and in between them intermediate zone. Alright, so at the proximal end of the femur, this linea aspera diverges. So medial lip and the lateral lip, they diverge. In fact, they separate from each other, so they diverge. The medial lip goes up, and then it joins the spiral line. Okay, so it joins spiral line, and the lateral lip also goes up, and it continues as gluteal tuberosity. So that's the gluteal tuberosity. So that's the spiral line. And now we have the intermediate zone, and the intermediate zone also continues and goes up, and it continues as pectineal line. Alright, so the medial lip continues as spiral line, and the lateral lip, it continues as gluteal tuberosity, and the intermediate zone, it also continues and goes up, and then it's called that's called as pectineal line. Alright, so in fact the pectineal line also goes up, and it joins intertrochanteric crest. In fact the pectineal line also goes up, and it joins intertrochanteric line, and spiral line also goes up and joins intertrochanteric line. Alright, so here again you can see that the linea aspera consists of the two lips. That one is we have got the medial lip. This is the medial lip, and we have got the lateral lip. So in between them there is a small zone which is called as intermediate zone. Right, so that's the medial lip, and here is the lateral lip. And here you can see that the intermediate zone, it continues and it continues as pectineal line, Then the lower end of the femur, It consists of two